Good afternoon. Today is the 27th of August and this is the 2023 Knebworth Classic Motor Show at Knebworth House near Stevenage. I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, if I fall over, if there's wind noise, if I get interrupted by music or commentary. I'm afraid there's not much I can do about this. And of course, thank you Mayor of London. In 2 days time the ultra emission zone is being expanded, and so we don't talk about diesels on this channel, and we have not for 5 years and 1,500 videos. So anybody who starts complaining about it, your comment will be deleted because you have been warned. Anyway, start off this part 3, 1966 Ford Mustang, 2+2 model apparently. Lots and lots of American cars here today, as I think I've already mentioned, and I don't really know anything about any of them, so there we go. Plymouth Superbird here, or Roadrunner Superbird, I don't know which one it is. I remember this with the Looney Tunes character on it though. There was quite something back in the day. Some of the cars we've seen earlier on, I think these are going into the arena or something, which means probably for me even more kind of noise from the commentary, and with music, possible demonetisation, as 3 of my videos from last year got demonetised, so I'm even more annoyed about that sort of thing than you are, viewers, I assure you. Chevy Bel Air 1957 I think this one is, obviously very nice in red, yeah, and with the sort of gold thing on the back. GMC Safari here. I'm not exactly sure what year this is. This thing's enormous, isn't it? Absolutely, utterly huge. I imagine some point in the early 80s. Yeah, 85 I think that is on the C. Could be an 86. Golf Estate Mark III, 1999. Actually one of the very last of these. So you've got some ball bay wheels on it. It's been modified or something, but yeah, there we go. MGB GT 1967-68. I thought it was an MGC for a second, viewers, but it's not. That would have a bonnet bulge in it. Austin Cooper by Crayford 1963. Gosh, I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. There's not much in the way of sort of controls in there, is there? There's nothing really. This is what they were like. I wonder if that has any structural rigidity at all. Mark III Ford Capri, 1984 to 85. What model is this? Is this like a laser or something? I don't know. It's not an S, it's probably a laser then. And a Rover 90. This is relatively late P4. 95s or even later than this. Imagine we'll see a few of these here today. Yeah, from that sort of front end, late 50s. Audi S3. I don't know. Let's do a classic show. Never mind. Oh, this is more like it. A Rolls-Royce Corniche. £65,000. I imagine this is at some point of the 80s or early 90s, and it is for sale. £65,000. 07747 404 040. Ooh, and with a beige leather interior and wood. That is very nice, viewers. That is very nice indeed. I quite like this as well. Alfa Romeo, Alfa Sprint Veloce. This is a 1.5. Be about 1981-82. It's before this it had a a facelift. It's actually continued all the way to 1989, but it's badged as Sprint rather than the Alfa Sprint. MGB, someone's particularly proud of their engine here today. 74-75. Just before the rubber bumpers came in. Then a BMW 1600. Very nice. It's before the 2002, I think this one is. 67, 68. Looks like a 2002, but it's not. A little bit earlier than that. Oh, then a very nice Lotus Esprit. Would this happen to be about the same year as the one used to Spy Who Loved Me? I think it is, it's on an R. Do we have an information sheet here? Yes, we do. The 77. Yeah, Series 1, Colorado Orange. Originally registered in the United States of America. Left-hand drive. I really hope it doesn't turn into a submarine, viewers, because if it does, it means it's going to rain here, which I don't really want. That would be less than agreeable. We will continue. BMW 1M Coupe, I think they call these. Again, I thought it was a classic motor show. I don't think these are classics quite yet. Maybe one day. There's that Ford GT40 replica thing from part 1. So we will continue with what we're doing. Got a lot more miles to cover before we get to the end of this, viewers. Many more parts. Ooh, a Lancia Delta Integrale. This is a 1990 Japanese import, although it's left-hand drive. All the Integrales were left-hand drive. Wonder how much this is going to be. Call Ian Marchbank 07747 870696. Very nice, viewers. We like that, don't we? W210 Mercedes E-Class. It's a very early W210, and actually it's not got loads of rust on it either. That is, I forget, it's the Elegance model. That sheet on the dash might actually tell me what engine it has in it. Let's have a look. It's an E200. It's a 1996. There we go. £28,000 back in the day. Even more expensive was this thing here. Look at the size of this. Prefer this one though, because it's got a beige leather interior and it does have some wood. This was a very expensive car when it was new. The absolute last word in opulence, I think. Yeah, the S500 Coupe, 93-94. Mark 6 Mini here. Don't know what model that is. Something. 94-95. Mini Row Special Edition. Have we seen this one before somewhere, viewers? I think we might have done. So 87-88. This one though, this is a rare thing. This is a left-hand drive Ford Sierra. It's actually a facelifted one, and it's a 3-door. Now these were never sold officially over here, so this would have been from somewhere else. So that's sort of 87, 88 on an E. Another car imported from over here would be this Revo 3500, although why it's got a California plate, it's right-hand drive, I don't know. 70s, it's a pre-facelift. Maybe someone's done a right-hand drive conversion on it, who knows? I'm not sure. Anyway, Renault 12. We saw a very rare Renault 15 when we were here last year. I don't know what wheels those are. Those are interesting, aren't they? Goodness me. Yeah, 12 TL 7677. Porsche 944 and a BMW 535i, both iconic German cars of the late 1980s. This one is an earlier one for the E34s because it's got the earlier mirrors. Yeah, about the same age as this one. About 1989, 1990, something like that. Or an Audi Cabrio. Known first of all as the 80 Cabrio, and then just the Audi Cabrio. I think by this stage, because the A4 would have been out by now, just the Audi Cabrio. 2.6, and so 1990, 1996. Couple of an AMX5s here, or possibly right one is a Unos. This is an early one here, 89 to 90, right, and one's 92, 93. Both, I think, wearing aftermarket wheels. Yeah, they're actually both units, as you can tell by the number plate on the back. I think my favourite is this yellow one. Some nice yellow seats. Then we've got Metro pickup. Excellent. You could actually buy an official Metro van. Can't remember if you could buy the pickup officially. Not with it. That one looks to be converted though. It's at 83, 84. Carman gear. I think it's the second one of these I've seen today. 70 to 71. What's the sale as well? It's a 71. Yeah. Recommission 07919 194580. There we go. It's a very early style Beetle. Look at the size of that rear window. It's not one of the very earliest, but it's quite an early one. I'd say early 50s. It looks in remarkably nice condition as well. Is that an original colour? Wow. Much later in the family here, it's a bay window, but it's one of these really, really late ones. I think they were made until about 2013 in South America. I think the engine of this is water cooled or something. I don't remember if it's actually in the back or the front. You see a much more modern steering wheel and things like that in this one. But yeah, excellent. And we've got a TVR. I was wondering when we'd see more TVRs for you, and here we are. I think this is an S2 1990 to 1991 registration with a beige leather interior, wooden steering wheel. Excellent. Ford Escort. I think they're Mark IV Escort rear lights on this. They actually say Ford on them. Oh, a Triumph Acclaim HL 1981 to 82. I drove one of these actually last year. It was pretty good, to be honest. Pretty good cars to drive. This one is the 5-speed manual. You could also get the what's called the Triomatic. Then 2008 or thereabouts, Renault Sport Megane. Oh yeah, there's a Sinclair C5 there as well. Of course, there are there's these at like every show now. Sinclair for C5s. Is that a classic? Don't know. Answer the comment section below. Mark III Capri. It's got a Mark II grille on it, but this is a Mark III Capri. It's a very late one. Beast Vision 86, and this is a 86, 87 plate on that, but that's been heavily modified. 1964 Austin A40 Farina. That's the facelifted one. See if we've got a standard one here or a Countryman. And that's the standard one with the fixed rear window. Oh, look at this Renault 5. That's really nice, isn't it, viewers? Wow. 1983 Renault 5 GTL. This is in absolutely amazing condition. This is like festively unexceptional type stuff. This. Wow, that is amazing. I'd like to go to something like that. That'd be great. Got this Audi Quattro. Yeah, it's a Quattro rather than the coupe. It's got the wide body. 1986 or 97. Oh, skip that Mercedes viewers. Can't talk about deals on this channel. Thank you, Mayor of London. Right, Bentley T1, which is the cousin of the Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. This was like a 60s one, I think. Got a beige leather interior with wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. They are most agreeable. And we've got another Rover P6. I've seen quite a few of these here today. There's that Crown Victoria coming back in, and some of the other cars we saw in the first part. Very nice, viewers. So yeah, very, very late. Rover 2200 TC, one of the very last. 1977 was when they sort of stopped making them. So it'll be one of the absolute last of the P6s. Some kind of hot rod thing. Could even be completely custom. There's some photographs of it being made. 32 Ford Roadster. Another thing, yeah, get a custom one. Looks like they're sort of similar kind of engineering, these ones. It's not fall over here, viewers. That's always a problem with things like this. And a Porsche 924S, 86, 87. Is this the one that I filmed a couple of years ago? It was a similar one to this. It was not exactly the same one. Very nice. And a TVR. This looks like it's a Griffith or something. Yeah, it's a Griffith 500, 1999. 07508198487. That's very nice. I like the Griffiths viewers. I find them very agreeable. Got one of these side valve Anglias here, although I don't think we've got the old side valve engine in here anymore. Somehow, I think that's got something else in it. In fact, we've got an information sheet which will tell me. Yes, it's a stage 1 2.1 Pinto engine. Of course it is, with Type 9 gearbox. A bit faster though, 1172, but which you would have been in there. Let's have a look at the dash of this. It might tell me a little bit more about it. Yeah, that's I think a Series 3, a very early Series 3. Be a 71. Ooh, Citroen CX Athena. Wow, 79. I think we've seen this before somewhere. Registered in London in 1979. Very nice, viewers. A couple of 595 or 695 Abarths here. Again, it's a classic show. I don't know, the day will come, I think. Triumph TR5, 67, 68. And we've got the fuel injection in this one, which the American ones didn't have, yeah. PI. And then we've got TR4 EFI. Have we had a V8 conversion, viewers? It looks like we probably have, or have we not? Is that just like some enormous kind of fuel injection bits on there? Somebody told me in the comment section below. Yeah, it's not a V8 in there. I thought it was. It's a bit more power probably than the original, having a 2.1, something like that, in this in 1965. More Abarth stuff, and then 55 Chevy, this one. Next to its British cousin, the Vauxhall Victor, original Victor, the just Victor F, I think they call them, and a very appropriate number plate on this. 6459F. Look at the difference in size between this and that. They look very similar, but this was just more designed for Britain. These used to have the worst reputation ever for rust, which I don't know if it's deserved or not. This is the earlier one with the exhaust in the right hand side of the bumper. Very sort of American detail, that one. A little bit newer, this Chevrolet Apache pickup, 1960. And then some massive, enormous, big, I presume they're both the same, as an AC Matador from 1943. Look at the size of that. See if this is the same. This is another one of these. Oh gosh, live entertainment, copyright infringement, no thank you, viewers. So this is a 41, so it's a little bit earlier than the other one. And then we better keep going, viewers. I really hope I don't get any copyright infringement this time. 1978-79 Mini with slightly earlier rear lights on it. Mini 850. Wow. Okay. Then we got this is a Mini City E. 5,000 is about the starting point for a Mini with this age of an MOT, actually. So it's actually not that much, but obviously it might actually be worth a little bit more if it was standard. But you know, there we go. Very nice Jensen Interceptor. This is one of the very late ones. That's a sort of 76 plate on it. So it's a Series 3. 1st of August 76. And this was one of the aviation cars finished by a subsidiary organisation after the company closed in May. This is registered August 76. It's a very handsome car, isn't it? If the sort of normal Interceptor or this is better, or we like this. 1998 Ford Fiesta Mark IV 1.25 LX with some kind of wind deflectors. I think the wheel trims are about right. Possibly with a gear, I don't know. Viewers, now this is amazing. Opel Kadett. This is a Kadett D. It's based on the Mark I Astra. This one is actually a saloon. It's not even a hatchback, it's a saloon. 81, 82, that's amazing. Mark I Astras are rare enough, but to see a Kadett D like this, wow. You could actually buy them in UK showrooms, that's probably why it's explained as right-hand drive, but wow. Mark III facelift Fiesta LX with the Mondeo style door mirrors. Those indicators are actually a little bit earlier for the car. That should be sort of clear, but never mind, doesn't matter. Don't know what that's doing there. 1990 1991 Volkswagen Golf Mark II. I think this is like a rider or something. It's not a GTI. And we're just before the big bumpers, so it's just CL. Okay. Ooh, very nice. A BMW 7 Series 740iL from 2000 or thereabouts. Ooh, complete with beige leather interior and some wood and a BMW branded car phone. Excellent. Right. Datsun 260 Z. Driven one of these, which was late 2021 I drove it. This one is a sort of 78. The very last, I should think. Bay window Volkswagen. Not sure exactly what that is. I'm the only bay in the village. Indeed. 7071 registration. And then we've got the later one, the T3 model this one is. Just on the sort of cusp of the going air-cooled to water-cooled. A Ford Sierra RS Cosworth, 1991-1992 plate, 4x4, yes please. Call 07939858137. And someone's painted the rocker cover green for some reason. And they've had that wiper action, very nice, thank you very much. I think this is a DB9 or something, dude, so I could be wrong. I get all with Aston Martin's really confused, or it's Vantage. Do apologise, viewers. So either you pull at the beginning and end every single shambolic shuffle because it's by definition shambolic. Particularly though because I've got to compete with this music. TVR Cerbera. Right, let's go over here. 1967 Sunbeam Alpine with a 1725cc engine. A bit like the one in Get Carter. I think it's the same colour actually. Nissan Skyline R33. Hello to R33 Paul on Instagram. How many of these have we seen so far? I think it's just one actually. It was an R34. Honda Civic Type R, the FN2 type. Hello to FN2 Jason on Instagram. Surprised there's not got a personal plate on it. 2009, and then that one's a little bit later. No idea, I can't remember the type of that. Ooh, Morgan 4.4. Now this early 60s, I think. I think the stage is still a Ford side valve engines in them. I could be wrong. Ford Ranchero, yeah, Ranchero. There we go. Total ignorance as usual, viewers. What's that, a 72, 73? Another one of these Volvo 1800s, 1965, £17,000. call 07834 884 458. Say 65. Yeah, it's the 1800S, so made in Sweden rather than originally by Jensen West Bromwich as the P1800s were. 1971-72 Triumph Stag with sort of Mark 2 feet on the outside, but definitely a Mark 1. You can see there we've got the interior lights. There's two of them actually in here. That's why I took them apart. I've driven one of these actually on the channel earlier this year. It was an auto. This is a manual. 996 911 here, similar to one that I drove over Christmas in Scotland. This is a manual one I drove was an auto, and like this one it's just a Carrera. Morris Minor base pickup or O-type or what they call them, many names they had. It's a split screen as well with the sort of early grille. That's probably from the early 50s. Then we have, oh gosh, let's get this right. GTM Rossa, yes of course, with some Metro rear lights, this, and you know, Metro wing mirrors. I think those door handles are off like a Metro as well. Yeah, the Metro interior is in there. There we go, look at that. But the actual basis of the car, I don't know, it's interesting. It's a much earlier plate than the Rover Metro would have been based on. Very, very early minor, this one. I wonder if this is actually an MM. No, it's a very early Series 2 actually, because we have very late MMs in the early Series 2, so the same grille, so it's a 53, 54, that one. And then Ford Zephyr Mark II. We've seen a Zodiac before today. This is the Zephyr, which was sort of one down from the Zephyr Zodiac. Still a very, very handsome looking car. I wondered how long it's going to be before we saw a Mark 1 Escort, and here we have a Mark 1 Escort Mexico with an RS steering wheel. What's that? Sort of 71 to 72. Vauxhall VXR8, based on the Holden model from the same era. I've driven a Vauxhall Monaro. That was fun earlier this year. I think this has got even more power than the Monaro. Ooh, a Senator B. Yes, please. 1993, so that's quite a late one. This is an auto. This is the 3 litre 24 valve CD model with headlamp wiper action. Excellent. So we've had the Mexico, and now we've got an RS 2000, again a Mark 1. This one was sort of later than the other one actually. This is yeah, facelifted one, so 74, 75 on an N. Ford Corsair 1966. That's it's quite. You don't see many Corsairs around in contrast to the Escorts and Cortinas and things like that. I think somebody's tuned that a bit as well. Ooh, a big bumper Mark II Volkswagen Golf GTI, 1990-1991, probably a 91. Oh, it's a PDI from it. From doesn't actually say that August on it. That's very nice. Right, I think that's enough for part 3 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the 2023 Knebworth Classic Motor Show. Thank you ever so much indeed for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like this video in the comment below. I shall get my other phone out, zip my jacket up and bravely continue through this rain.